What is up, everybody? My name is Justin. This is Forever Self-Employed. And in today's video, we got Reyes, the entrepreneur, joining us. Reyes, what is up, bro?
Yo, what's up, Justin? I'm glad we're finally able to make this happen, man.
Me too, man. Me too. We got some people in the chat that have been waiting for a while, so I'm just going to go ahead and give them some shout-outs real quick.
Get it.
So shout out to Brandon B. He said y'all hung out recently. Brandon B on YouTube?
Oh yeah, bro. We were hanging out, We were having a good old time.
Y'all were kicking it, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Shouts out to Slideshow King. He's in here. Miguel G. He says, tell Reyes for me. But Reyes.
Hey, I hear you loud and clear, guys. I got you.
Let's see. David Juarez was in here. Just make sure I touch on everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out and waiting for the stream to start. And we got Darwin Bevedos in here. He says, hey, how are you guys doing? That caddy dude is in here. What's up, bro? All right, man. So now we got the shout outs out of the way. I'm gonna start rolling with the questions if you're cool with that, Reyes.
Let's go. I just promoted this on Instagram and Facebook, man.
Come on, dude. I'm pumped.
Let's see how many people come through.
Right. All right. And if you guys have any, we got some people that are hopping in now. If you guys have any questions throughout the entirety of this, just go ahead and leave them in the chat and we will address them like when we come to any breaks or anything. So obviously, Reyes, I want to start from the beginning, man. And I know your YouTube journey started from being homeless. Can you take me back to when you were homeless and what led you up to that point?
So, YouTube career, I decided I've always done YouTube as a hobby, a comedy. I actually got a lot of videos of me doing stand-up in my room with like 7 views per video.
Right.
And then I switched up the content. But when I decided I really want to give YouTube a try, I wanted to teach people, but I just didn't know what to teach. And the only thing I knew was the struggle.
Right.
How to get out of the struggle. And that's when I decided to take a risk and make a little documentary series.
Okay.
And that's what started the whole YouTube journey.
Right. And at that point, were you homeless or were you living out of your car? How did that work?
I was living with my brother, working at Burger King. So an average life, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted more. So I decided to move 2 hours away to the beach.
Right.
And I was sleeping in my car. And that was pretty much it, man. Work in the car.
Right. So that's what made you wanted to get going on the YouTube journey, was you were just ready to change some things up in your life and start a new chapter?
I want to try something different. I want to do teaching. And yeah, man, that's even though that's little series, that 6-part series,
right,
didn't do well, I love the journey. I love making videos. And I decided to just stick with it.
Right. And whenever I first wanted to hop on YouTube too, I wanted to teach as well, because there's something that you really get from teaching. But whenever you're first starting out, you're like, I really need to be an expert in this. Maybe I don't know everything. You kind of second guess yourself and stuff. So I think that's awesome that you started that series, man, because I was going back to your channel. I was like, man, this is super cool. Humble beginnings,
Mm-hmm.
Was your name always Reyes the Entrepreneur on YouTube?
No, it was,
and when did you change it?
Royalty.
What was it? I'm sorry.
Cal Royalty.
Okay, why'd you name it that in the beginning?
I had a shirt business from way back, and that was one of my brands I wanted to build.
Okay.
So I decided to name the channel that. Okay. But after a couple months, I realized a lot of people had a hard time pronouncing it and spelling it.
Right.
So that's when I made the tough decision to change my name.
Right. So yeah, it was harder to search. And plus, Reyes the Entrepreneur is so marketable too. I mean,
yeah,
that's what helped you build your audience, I think, is just the good branding of Reyes the Entrepreneur.
Yeah, man, I tried, man. I was going for something that's easy to remember.
Right. So when did you switch it? A lot, like how far into your YouTube career were you like?
It was during the shirt. It was during the shirt videos.
Okay.
So a couple years ago, like a year and a half ago.
Okay. Yeah. And that was back when you had that long hair, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Were you ever worried, like, especially when you first started that series, about whenever you were homeless or living out of your car, were you ever worried about the perception that you were going to get? Or were you just like tired of the everyday, like regular stuff and you wanted to kind of break out of that?
Bro, I stopped caring what people thought of me a long time ago and my crazy goals and dreams. But now, man, I just didn't care what people thought. I just knew that this was the foundation for
Right.
something bigger.
Right. And that's cool to have that foresight because it's so hard, especially like you're uploading these videos, you aren't getting any traction, and like for you to be able to know that one day it will pop off,
Yeah.
it's hard
Well,
to do.
well, the thing was that I enjoyed making the videos.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't start for the money. I
Mm-hmm.
started because it's a career. I enjoy doing it. I would teach for free, man.
Right. And so is that some good advice that you would give to somebody who wants to start and kind of be in your position is just to get going and not really focus on the money as much?
Do what you love. Find out what you love to do. Whether
Right.
it's YouTube, whether it's something else. Like there's a lot of people that want to follow my footsteps, and that's great. But the problem is they have to love it.
Right.
They have to, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's essential. So how long did you live in the car for?
3 months.
2 months?
3 months.
Oh, 3 months?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you do the whole Planet Fitness? Were you showering in Planet Fitness and all that kind of stuff?
Not at first, man. After like a month, once I was able to save some money for my
Right.
job and afford a membership.
Dang,
Yeah,
cool, man. So, what were you doing? Obviously, you've tried a lot of things on your channel. What were you doing during that series that was helping you get money?
Which one?
During the when you were living in your car, the homeless series in the
Oh, I
beginning
was
of your
working at
channel?
McDonald's.
You were working at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Yeah, that's
sweet.
it. I worked at McDonald's in the morning, and then at night, in the afternoons, I recorded my videos.
Come on, man. That's super cool. So any advice for being able to get a job while you're homeless? Is there any excuses for anybody who can't get a job because they're
You
homeless?
know, you know what, Justin?
What, man?
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. There's always rules, and there's always ways around the rules. So, for example, I was homeless.
Right.
You gotta put an address.
Uh-huh.
So I found an address on Google, and then just put that one.
I love it. Who's
Hey,
gonna look it up anyway, right?
yeah. They're not gonna look. What would they look up your address for? And plus, it's a real address.
Right.
And then I never told them I was homeless until I got the job.
And then after that, you're like, you know what? I'm
Yeah.
homeless. That's super cool. What were you doing, man? You were like flipping burgers or something, or the
Flipping burgers,
fries?
McDonald's, bro. Flipping burgers, customer service, the whole everything.
The whole nine, huh?
Yeah, the whole slave work.
All right, well, let's give some shout outs here. We got Zach Stansberry in here. He says, Bo Reyes. William Coria says, hey, Reyes. Victor's in here. He says, Reyes got heart.
Yeah.
Let's see. Zach says, in the free 99 knowledge. That's what we're hoping to get to here today. We can get some free 99 knowledge today. All right, cool. And then we got Parker Thompson in the building. Let's see. Cyber Darks is in here. He says he's a Twitch streamer and he loves it.
Good.
And then let's see. Manuel Rosas is in here as well.
Having on the house, Abram from Kalinga.
That's all. Is that's California right there?
Yeah, California. It's like 15 minutes away from where I'm from.
Oh, really? Okay, super cool. So, I was going back to the channel, man. Obviously, you've tried a lot of things to make money. So, can you talk through some of those things, especially on the early part of the channel that you were doing just to make some money?
Oh, well, even before that, man, before YouTube, business, making money was always on my mind.
Right.
And I honestly enjoy building something out of nothing. But I mean, I've picked up cans, sold chocolate bars, sold some light toys that light up when you throw them in the sky. I wouldn't shy away from any business.
Dude, I was the same way. I actually picked up cans with my dad because, like, I live in Louisiana, so we have Mardi Gras down here, and so people get crazy, man. There's beer cans everywhere, so we would go out in the morning after Mardi Gras, dude, and we'd have like bags and bags of cans. So it's funny that you say that. That's an interesting series. I don't know. I almost want to try that as like a challenge on the channel, like see how much money you can make collecting cans in a day. You know,
$9 and about $9.
Really? Yeah, you did it. Yeah, I checked it out.
Collected for the whole day and made $9, bro.
Come on. Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that. And then there's a bunch of people that do scrap collection and stuff like that. So, yeah, I was looking through the video. So you sold toys and football cards. How did you do that?
Well, the toys, I bought them from Amazon, and then I just went to a park, and try selling them.
You were just selling toys at the park?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Right,
You
right.
know, I didn't go up to people.
Okay.
I had me and my family, and then we just play with the toys, and
Right.
then they would come up to us, and that's when I would give them the pitch.
Okay. Because it would look a little weird, an older man walking up to, children trying to sell toys.
No,
What about the football cards? How'd you sell those?
no,
Same
I
same
didn't sell them.
concept?
They didn't want them.
Oh, okay, they didn't want them.
Nah, but I got three Aaron Rodgers rookie cards.
No way.
They said, hey, these are the most valuable things. I had like a big old stack of
Right.
football cards, and then they didn't want them, so I'm like, let me hold on to these cards.
Right. Maybe they'll accumulate some more value.
Hopefully one day.
Right. As time goes on. That's super cool. That sounds like some Will the Financial Wolf type videos there.
Oh,
I know you talk to Will a lot.
oh, he's a homie. We just talked yesterday.
Yeah, I talked to him today. He was we were talking about he just posted that video selling Krispy Kreme or selling
Fake
Dunkin'
Air.
Donuts. Fake AirPods. That video's taking off for him, doing really well.
He found his niche, man.
It did.
You know, we've been talking about what type of content he should focus on, and he's been executing them well.
Right. Look, Will's actually in here. Shouts out to Will the Financial Wolf. Yeah, absolutely, bro. And then you sold candy and drinks at work, is that right?
Yeah.
That's cool, man. You weren't selling those you weren't working at McDonald's at that time, huh?
No, I was working in the field, which is even worse.
Man, can you bring us back to that? What was it like working in the fields? I mean, obviously, it's intensive labor, but
I mean, to work in the field, it's like you have no other option. No other job is calling you. You have no other way of making money, and you
right,
got to do what you got to do, man. And
right,
honestly, I quit McDonald's to follow my YouTube career, and I
right.
couldn't find a job, so I had to go back to the field, and I was regretting my decision.
Right. So you quit McDonald's to focus on YouTube, but YouTube wasn't panning out, so you had to the fields was still there.
And I found out my girl was pregnant.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was in that situation, man.
Wow. So that kind of feels like, I know a lot of people would feel trapped in that situation. They might give up hope. So like, what was your mindset going into that,
Here's one thing that I feel sorry for a lot of people that they haven't experienced is that I failed so many times before this, and I've already built my own confidence on my abilities. Where
Right.
I've been in worse situations than that one, and I got ahead, and
Right.
that built my confidence up to the point where no matter what I go through right now, I know I'm still gonna keep moving forward because I've been through it before.
Right.
You know how I'm talking about the homeless series
Right.
documented. Well, about 3 years before that, I was actually homeless for the first time. Me and my family, we didn't get along. We were going through a difficult time. We all lived in the same place.
Right.
And it got to a point where one of us had to move out, like immediately.
Wow.
And I chose to move out.
Did you have any kids at that time?
No.
Okay.
No. And then thank God, because I wouldn't know. Maybe during that situation, I
Right.
would have felt a little differently. But I was working at Taco Bell at that time. I remember sleeping in the parking lot of Taco Bell, just hitting one of my low moments in my life. One of those rock bottoms where you're just thinking, how did I get to this point in my life?
Right.
And right there and there, man, like a light switch, I just took responsibility for my life. I put myself in this situation, but I could get myself out of it. And just like that, man, I focused on work, didn't depend on anybody anymore. And at the end of that year, I had $10,000 saved.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to someone who finds himself in that type of situation now?
That is going to seem hopeless. That is going to seem like the more you try to get out of your hole, the deeper you go into it. But you have to focus on your top priority. Like, for example, when I realized no one's going to be there for me, if I don't take care of myself, no one's going to take care of myself.
Right.
I stopped partying. I stopped hanging out with certain people. I focused on work. I got rid of spending a lot of money. Like I didn't buy myself a lot of things. If I
Right.
bought myself something, it was from a thrift store. You know, I tried to save as much money as possible. And to be honest, man, I'm gonna be straight up honest. It's boring. When you're trying to achieve your goal, it's boring because it's pretty much repetitive. You're
Right.
doing the exact same thing every day, and just to achieve your goal. And that was one of the biggest things I had to figure out how to entertain myself
Mm-hmm.
with as little money as possible.
Right.
So I got really big into movies. I went to a thrift store. I bought a couple $1, $2 movies, and I had a laptop, and that was my entertainment. Even when I was homeless in Pismo,
Right.
I had a little case full of movies, man, and I would watch one or two a day.
Wow, man, that's crazy. So for anybody who is in that position, you would just give them the advice of focus on your work, kind of put the blinders on and just get after it, right?
You have to, man. You can't let people, relationships, and here's another thing: other opportunities stop you from following your dream. Like for
Right.
example, I let go of McDonald's, but before I let them go, they offered me a manager position with $2 raise, benefits, and guaranteed 40 hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, which is prime hours. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That looks good, especially knowing I had a kid coming.
The thing is you could have got stuck in that situation.
Because
You
I told myself, if I say yes to this position, I'm
right.
gonna have to stay committed to this job. And I don't want to stay committed to the job. I want to stay committed to my passion. And I quit, man. And then, I moved, tried finding a job. I couldn't find a job. Went to go work in the field, and I was regretting it. I was like, man, I should have took that position. But here's the thing: when you burn bridges, there's
Mhm.
no way back.
Right.
I told him, hey, I can't take the job. I'm sorry. I couldn't go back and get the job. I already had said no. So all
Right.
I could do is just keep moving forward.
Wow, man, that's pretty powerful. So take us from, you went to McDonald's, you quit that because you thought you were gonna go big on YouTube. And so you're back at the fields, you're kind of back at square one. What was your mindset then? And then how do you pick yourself back up again and go forward? And where did you go from that point?
So pretty much, you're absolutely right. I went to square one, but that wasn't the first time I lost everything and had
Right.
to start from nothing. So I already had that experience to be like, all right, I have nothing right now. This is what I have to do. And
Right.
what I had to do was find another job because the field was only just to make money real quick.
Mm.
But I needed a consistent job. And then I got hired at Burger King.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right,
I
right.
got
If you
hired at
can't go
Burger
back to
King.
McDonald's, you might as well go back to Burger King, right?
Oh, fast food, man. Man, there's so many people out there. They'll be like, I can't find a job.
Right.
Fast food is always hiring. You just
Always.
gotta put your pride to the side, man. You gotta do
Absolutely.
what you gotta do.
There's nothing wrong with getting that entry level position, working your way up to a manager, like you said, and then you can even leverage that managing experience into a higher end managing job, you know?
But here's the thing, not even manager, bro. Just get a job to make money,
Right,
to fund your goals and your passion.
right.
You're only there for the money. Like a lot of people don't notice, or maybe they do, but from
Mhm.
20 to 28, was it 28? I've had like over 30 jobs.
You've had 30 jobs.
30 jobs, 30 dead end jobs, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
And
but
well, I think a lot of people come to me, and I know they definitely come to you, and they're like, how do I do my passion full time? And it's like, dude, you start right now while you're working wherever you're working, and you build it up enough to where it can take the full time role, right?
here's a question I like to ask people to see how serious they are.
Right.
And I ask them, are you willing to struggle? Are you willing to struggle for 3 to 5 years just to make your goal happen? And most people are. They say yes. Some people say no. And that's up to them, man. But the only way to achieve your goals is with focus
Right.
and persistence.
Absolutely, man. I couldn't agree more.
Mhm.
So we went to Burger King. The whole time you were doing all these transitions, you were still doing the side hustles, right? That we were just talking about, collecting the cans, selling the drinks, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah. So I was going through that, and then I was making a few videos. They weren't popping off, but
Hmm.
like I said, I was enjoying it. And then I decided I want to start my own shirt business again for the fourth time.
Come on. Well, take us back to the why
Time?
didn't it work the first couple of times you tried?
Oh, the usual reasons. I wasn't serious about it. I didn't see results quick enough. Something came up in my life, you know. But
Right.
this time I was determined to make it work, especially since I was going to record the process and make it for YouTube.
Right. So, but like out of all those small things that you did, the collecting cans, the selling toys, football cards, yard sales, all that kind of stuff, what was like the most profitable? Any of it, or were you just dabbling and seeing and trying to get all the side hustle money you could?
The shirt business,
The shirt business.
growth success.
Okay.
Yeah, where I was able to do that full time 3 months after I started.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, what was the first move into getting into the shirt business? Because obviously you had some capital, right, to get some equipment.
We got income tax.
Come on, that income tax money hit.
And then, but here's the thing. I remember we got a good amount, but then we
Right.
had to pay late bills. You know, we had to pay people who lend us money. And then I had $1,000, and I'm
Right.
like, all right, let me invest 500 into the t-shirt business, and then the rest is just for bills.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm gonna start the shirt business. It's gonna go rolling. I was working in the fields, and I know those guys want decals and shirts.
Right.
So I invested. It was slow, man. Like always. You know, you start something and you think, boom, it's gonna run, but it's slow. At the end of that month, I was short $400 for my rent, and it was due the
Oh.
next day. And I had no way of making that money in one day.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
I
what'd you
remember
do?
that feeling. I still remember that feeling to this day. I was just laying down on the couch, looking at the ceiling, stressing out.
Right.
It's due the next. It was already late. You know how it's due on the first, but then they give you like 4 or 5 days to
Right.
pay it. Well, it was already on the fifth day. Paying the money the morning before they open.
Time is up. Yeah.
So, and I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Right.
And I have to do something that I don't really like doing. But like I said, sometimes you have to put your pride to the side. And I asked people to lend me money. I
No
asked
way.
6 people close to me that are supposed to have my back. They all said no. The
No way.
seventh person was the one who lent me the money. And you know who it was?
Who was it?
It was my nephew's dad, who wasn't even with my sister anymore for years. We
Not
haven't
even a
talked in years.
not even a blood relative.
Exactly. And he was willing to lend me the money. Of course, the fields picked up. And as soon as I got paid, he was the first person I paid in full. I
Right.
only had like $50 to last us a couple weeks, but I'm like, I'd rather pay him first and just get that off my chest, and then we'll just keep going. And
Man.
luckily, the shirt and decal business picked up. In 3 months, I was able to quit my field job.
Wow. And how were you able to get those customers early on in the business?
Oh man,
Because
it's so
obviously, I mean, I knew you had income tax money, but you didn't have the best equipment. You probably weren't competing with the companies that had been around for a while. And I think a lot of people, they don't have that same, that pride or self-worth. So it's like, where did it come from and how were you able to get those first customers,
well. First of all, I wasn't charging a lot. I was like charging $12 a shirt just to
Okay.
get my name out there. And in the shirt industry, that's low. That's pretty much like doing it for free.
Right.
Because I was only making $3-4 profit,
Right.
not counting my time. But I knew I needed to build a customer base.
Mhm.
As I started getting more customers, I raised the prices. But of course, my skills got better. And
Absolutely.
as my skills got better and the more customers I got, the more I raised my prices. And it got to a point where I was charging like $25 for one shirt.
Man.
But I had already built my customer base, my loyal customers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So how does all this? I mean, dude, this story that you're telling is absolutely crazy, and it reminds me of I had Jamie Farnsworth on my podcast as well, and he was in a similar situation. He was late on his bills. He didn't have any money, and instead of paying the rest of his bills, he went out and bought like 200 honor boxes, and he got 200 honor box locations, and he made enough money to keep himself afloat. So all the struggles that you go through, how do you use that for YouTube? How do you use that for your everyday life? You know what I mean? How does that benefit you?
Well, I feel like each struggle is the lesson. on yourself. You're testing yourself. You know, there's a phrase I love telling to people that, hey, like you're gonna take a risk, and that's when you're gonna find out if you're gonna sink or swim.
Right.
And if you swim, awesome. Now you know you can swim. And if you sink, well, don't go so hard next time. You know, it's
Right.
all about knowing yourself and what you could do.
Right.
Like if I lost everything today, I know what I have to do tomorrow to start making steps to get back on top. Like
Wow.
I've lost everything before. Like for example, I used to do eBay full time, and then overnight I got banned, and that was my only source of income. And I had an apartment, I had a car. I didn't have any money saved because I didn't manage it well.
Wow.
Because you think, oh man, I'm making hundreds a day. It's never gonna end until
Right.
it ends.
Right.
And I got rid of my apartment. I had to sell my car because I couldn't afford it. And I started working at McDonald's again.
Dude, come on.
So
So
like I
you've
told you,
literally
I've struggled and I lost everything. I've had to start from the bottom so many times
time
that
and time
I already
again.
know what I have to do.
Man, that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So literally nothing could bring you down. You could lose everything tomorrow and just pick yourself right back up, huh?
Bro, I feel like I can't lose anything more that I've already lost in the past.
That's incredible, man. I
You know?
love that. I
Mhm.
love that. So you said that you worked like 30 jobs, right? Can you tell us what those jobs were? You said Burger King, McDonald's.
A lot of McDonald's, like 4 McDonald's, 3 Burger Kings, 2 Taco Bells. I've worked at 5 Denny's as a server
Come on.
because I'm always going from job to job.
Right.
Because either I'm moving or they're giving me attitude. And I don't got to take nobody's attitude, you know?
I
Hey,
feel that.
you know what? There's a dead end job just around the corner. Willing
Right.
to take my application, man.
Absolutely.
But
So what was the worst?
jobs,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, a lot of field jobs, pretty much jobs that don't do background checks. Cause another thing is, I lie on my application, bro.
Come on, bro.
List your 3 most recent jobs.
Yeah,
Well, I put the jobs that I'm cool with the manager, you know?
of
That
course,
way
of
when they
course.
call, they could put a good word for me.
Right. That's super awesome, man. So what was the worst of all those jobs then?
All of them.
They were all terrible,
All of
every
them, man.
dead end
I
job.
hated every single one.
Right.
You know,
Right.
having someone telling you when to clock in, what to wear, how to act. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
You're not putting up with that.
nah, man, having someone else have control of my hours.
Mhm.
I just got sick of it, man. But I mean, I had to do what I had to do.
Absolutely. Completely agree with that. So, just to like recap the story, we went from homeless to working at McDonald's, and then we quit McDonald's to go work in the fields because you thought you were going to make it big on YouTube, and that didn't happen. And then we went to Burger King, right? And
Mhm.
then you said you started in the t-shirt business. So that's how you got into the t-shirt business, is you were just looking for a way out, huh?
Well, I've always since 2008, I always dabble on shirt businesses. And I remember I invested like in my college years.
Right.
I got financial aid. I invested on the shirt equipment, and then it wasn't going anywhere. So I wanted to try something different. I got rid of it. Then I'm like, you know what? Let's try the shirt business again. And I was going hard. That was when I was doing eBay.
Right.
Then my eBay business got shut down, and I didn't have enough local business to pay the bills. So I got rid of that equipment as well. And I didn't have anywhere to store it because I couldn't afford my apartment. Then, you know, and then one more time, but then live. Well, oh, that's when I was moving to Pismo.
Okay.
You know, and then this last time, but I already had experience. I already knew how to make shirts.
Right.
But yeah,
Right. So you got into the shirt business, and then is that when you started getting some good traction on YouTube? Was with the shirt content?
yeah, the shirt content, man, brought my first decent niche. And then one video went viral, semi-viral with a couple 100,000 views.
Nice.
And it took me from like 2,000-3,000 subscribers to 10,000-20,000 subscribers.
Wow, awesome. And then how did you avoid not becoming the shirt guy? You know, because it would probably have been easy for you to fall into the shirt guy.
Well, I was the shirt guy.
You were the shirt guy?
I was the shirt guy. I was one. There was there was other YouTubers who were also in the shirt niche,
Right.
and it was like our community. You know, like the vending machine community now.
Oh man, the vending community is awesome.
But you got the homies, Timo, Jamie, all
Right.
those guys, Well,
Right.
that's how I was with my own little niche. But
Okay.
I knew I wanted to do something different.
Right.
So that's when I decided to let my audience know, hey, I'm gonna be trying different businesses. And I got a little backlash from it, but here's the thing. The backlash I got was small because I was still a small YouTuber.
Right.
So I could get away with it.
So it's better to start early. Go ahead, Reyes. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Look, I wasn't even making money from my channel. So
Oh,
there was
okay.
no real reason for me to continue the shirt business. The
Absolutely. Right. So, let me address the chat real quick because we got a bunch of people in here. Let's just give a couple shout outs. Shouts out to Chris H. He says, Reyes, what about vegetable garden business?
I'm growing broccoli right now.
Come on, bro.
The reason why I don't really make videos about it is because
It takes so long to grow, right?
Huh?
I said it takes so long to grow, right?
It does, and I mainly did it for a hobby. I'm not trying to put everything out there as content.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So shouts out to Rusty Ray too. He says Ray is such an inspiration. Jordan Hackney says, "Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, brother? Daily Grind family. Reyes is a real one, bro. He genuinely cares about helping people. Didn't you do Daily Grind fam? Didn't you do a video with them?
Yo, that video is doing awesome,
Yeah.
and he went from like 150 subscribers to over 1,000, man, like overnight.
How cool is that, man?
Oh, but I know he's passionate about it. You know what I mean?
Right. No, absolutely. Let's see what else we got here. Shouts out to FH Enterprise. Shouts out to Gigi's YouTube channel, Wandering Veteran. Shouts out to you, bro. Yeah, we got a bunch of people. Thank you guys so much for hopping in the chat. Really appreciate that. Okay, so let's hop back in here. We're talking about the shirt business. So you avoided being the shirt guy on YouTube. What was the next step for you after being in
content?
Switching up the content?
Trying different content to see what sticks.
Right.
And the only I did vending machines, I did eBay, I did a couple different things, but what really took off was the vending machines.
And I was going to ask you that. What made you want to get into the vending business?
So when I was a smaller YouTuber, I was doing interviews, and then I interviewed a guy named Mike G. Yo, shout out to Mike G.
Shout out to Mike G.
He's in an island somewhere enjoying life,
Come on.
Anyways, I interviewed him. He was telling me how easy it is to get into the gumball business.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, sounds interesting. And when I was looking for content, based on what he said, I gave it a shot. And yeah,
that's awesome, man. So you were just looking for any kind of extra little side hustles you could throw on the channel, huh?
Yep. See what gets action.
That's awesome.
Get action.
So how did you feel when that first video went viral? Did you know it was going to go viral as soon as you posted it? What was that like?
Nah, I didn't, man, and it was a great feeling. Just seeing those numbers go up and up and up.
Right.
How
long did it take? So like when you posted it, was it like a few weeks later that it started?
Like almost the same day. Not the same day. No, a couple days. But by the end of the week, it had died off already.
Okay.
Yeah, so it didn't last long.
So what did it get up to? Like, what did it hit 1 million in a week? Is that what you're telling me?
Within a week, within a couple days.
No way.
Yeah, in 1 month, I got 100,000 subscribers extra because
of that one video. Yeah, obviously.
So here's the thing: once it hit 1 million views, the vending machine one,
right?
I made a video of how much YouTube paid me for 1 million view video, and that went viral.
That one went even more viral than the first video.
Yeah,
how crazy is that? And then so many people have copied that now. So many people have every YouTuber now wants to just say how much money they're making.
No, I don't consider it copying because even me, I got my idea. I got inspired by somebody else.
Right.
That's how it is on YouTube, man. You come up with a good idea, people are gonna get inspired by it.
I'll be honest, dude. I saw you and Jaime, and y'all were the reason why I hopped on this whole entrepreneur thing because I had a vending business. I've been running a vending business for 2 years. I was like, dude, why did I not know that this was such a that people wanted to see this? But it was new content, and people just gravitated towards it.
Here's the thing: is that we all caught a wave.
Y'all did. Yeah.
Like my first candy machine video got a couple 100,000 views in a week or so. Right. And then I feel like that built momentum. And then once me, Jaime, And I'm sure some other people made vending machine content. It went viral because it just caught a wave. There was a lot of people who were interested in it. I
Right.
remember getting a whole bunch of comments saying, I didn't know you could own candy machines or vending machines. They,
Right.
they thought that companies could only own them, but nah, anybody could do it.
How crazy is that?
That's why I feel a lot of people were interested in it
Right.
because really anybody could do it.
And it was a new hustle. Nobody had, heard of it, I guess. Because like you said, they didn't even know that they could do it.
Yeah. And it was bringing in good views, man, the vending machine. But I went through another similar thing where I didn't want to be known as the vending machine guy.
Right,
So
right.
I made the decision to still switch up the content, and it hurt me. It hurt me 2019, bro.
You had some people unsubscribing and doing all that kind of stuff.
And I never got that momentum back.
Right.
But I was just so determined to try something different. Because here's the thing. You don't want to be stereotyped for one thing, because when you get big, that's all you're going to be known for. I mean, unless you love it. Unless you love it,
Of course. Of course.
But I know as creators, we're always trying to change up our content.
Right.
Yeah,
because it gets redundant. You make the same thing over and over again. I think Jaime has done such a great job of doing that, though, because I know for myself, for me to continue to make vending content, it doesn't interest me anymore, But he's done such a great job of continuing to keep the audience, but also making the same type of content.
So what I have to say about that is I agree with you 100%. The reason I didn't upload so many vending machine content was because it was getting repetitive.
Right.
I felt like, I'm gonna go check up the same machine and show you how much I made, and I got up to 4 vending machines, but that was already a huge investment. And the only way to keep the content interesting was to keep investing more.
Right.
And I didn't want to do that.
Because then you'll be in the vending business full time,
I didn't want to do that, But here's the thing Jaime did very well.
Right.
Because when he first started, he was getting hella views, But then he wanted to try a different type of content, like vlog styles. I think he even made a second channel.
Oh, really? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he did or not.
For his other type of content.
Okay.
But hey, vending machines, bro, it gets views, it pays the bills. But one thing I like that he did was now he's kind of putting so much more different type of content in there. It's not just collecting videos.
Right.
It's almost like a vlog about collecting, where he goes in so much interesting things in there. Like I remember watching him. Oh, he's gonna go and get a new truck, or he's gonna go. He went to with what is it?
Claw kicker. Yeah, claw kicker.
And they busted that content.
Right.
He's keeping interesting and switching it up.
And that's what's important, right?
It's all about switching it up, man.
Right. So when that first candy video went viral for you, that was like the most money. Like you made a crazy amount of money that month. Didn't you? Over 20 grand, right?
22, bro, but I don't want to show off.
Come on, Reyes, don't flex on me, bro. 22. Okay, excuse me. 22.
I messed up a lot, bro.
You messed up a lot?
Because that month, 22,000, you're like, yo,
we made it.
So we got a house and we started spending a lot of money, which you're making 22. A lot of money isn't a lot of money to what you're used to,
Right.
Then the next month, it cut down to half. And then the next month, it still went down. And I had already committed to the house. I signed a lease.
Right.
And I was stressing, bro. That's one thing that I really regret. I should have waited to see, because I didn't know how YouTube was going to go. Like once YouTube started growing, it didn't stop. And I'm like, oh, it's never going to stop until it started slowing down.
Right.
But now I have experience to know what months are the slow months for YouTube. So that way I could save my money.
Right. Because, I mean, when you're in the middle of it, man, and those views are rolling in, that money's going up every day, it's like, this is never going to end. We made it. So what you're saying is you got to have a little bit more foresight and see. But how was that? I mean, you had gone from working at McDonald's, at all these different places in the fields. You had never seen 20 grand in a month before, right?
I haven't seen that in a year.
I hadn't even seen that in a whole year. That had to be like a crazy feeling, huh?
bro. It like added 4 inches to me, bro. That's how I felt.
You got taller, dude. That's wild. That's awesome, man. So if you were to say that you learned anything from that whole experience, it would be to save your money, you know?
Save your money and just don't
Don't
do
be
it.
so quick to
Don't put yourself in a situation where you're depending on that consistent money. Because
right,
hey, someday something might happen and you lose everything, and then what? Like even if I lost YouTube right now, I mean I'll manage. But even if I went to go get a regular job and work 40 hours plus overtime, I
right.
could afford my bills right now.
You couldn't, you said?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
but like for I learned my lesson. I already put my 30-day notice for the next couple of months. I'm taking a huge step back, saving my money. I got to catch up on my taxes. You know,
Right.
to
That's
pay that.
taxes.
But
Right.
once I'm all caught up and have a decent amount of money saved, I'm moving to LA, man. That's my
Right.
next big step.
Why do you think LA is the place to go?
A lot more creators. I'm over there at least 2 times a month shooting ride-alongs. So
Right.
if I was over there, if I lived over there, I could do ride-alongs nonstop. And right now, that's my new bread and butter.
Is that where everybody's at over there in LA, you feel like?
LA.
That's awesome, man. And so how did you get into the ride-alongs? Because we've made so many different transitions along your journey. How do we get to the ride-alongs? What was the idea that you had behind that?
So I'm always thinking of ideas, but it got to a point where I feel I never picked up that momentum because I was doing the same exact videos where, excuse me, where I'm sitting in front of I'm sitting in front of a camera and I'm
Right.
just talking. And I'm like, nah, I gotta switch it up. Or I was trying little hustles, but I just couldn't produce enough quality content for a full episode. And I'm like, I gotta step it up. You just sometimes have to look at yourself and be like, what do you want? And I know my top priority is quality content. I
Right.
want I want to provide value and entertainment. But I can't do that by myself. And that's when I got the idea. Let me find somebody and follow them. Since they
Right.
already have the experience, the tips and tricks, I'm just following them. I get content, they get free promotion, and the audience gets free 99 knowledge. It's a win-win-win for everybody.
I love it. I love it. I was
And
talking to Tim too, and the way that you structure those is so beautiful, man. Because like you have the footage of with the job, you have B-roll, and then you do the back end storytelling. Just like the way that you weave it together is beautiful. Where'd you get? Okay, you're good. You gotta go for a second.
no, 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 no. I learned, bro. This is the book I just finished reading.
Mm-hmm.
It's about screenplays,
Okay.
the fundamental foundations of screenwriting.
Right. Is this what
Because
gave you the ideas?
no, no, no. Well, I've read multiple books on storytelling. Here's the thing: whenever I want to get better at something, I find a way to learn about it.
Right.
So one thing that I really practiced from the get-go was storytelling. So I read books and just trying different things with my content to see. Here's the main thing for my content: knowledge is great, but it has to be entertaining.
Right.
Like I don't like my content to be boring,
Absolutely.
And here's the thing: entrepreneurs are gonna watch regardless. But I'm trying to get the people that are not entrepreneurs, that don't have a business, still watch my videos,
Right.
and that's my challenge.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
So as far as the structure of them though, it was just you playing around, you trying different things out, or did you base it off a TV show or
No, in a book, it gives you an outline. Like in the first 3 seconds, you have to get their attention,
right?
and then in the intro, you have to give them a preview of what to expect, so
Mm,
they could wait and watch the whole video. And you put the main part, what they really want to know, almost at the very end.
dude, I love that.
In the body,
Right.
I have to make it interesting, because if not, they could just skip to the end. But if you
Absolutely.
find ways of making a video interesting in the body, the audience is gonna love it.
Right. You're almost shooting documentaries a little bit too. You know,
Yeah.
because even like the street magician, I never even knew that was a, that was a thing. So I was like, of course I want to know how much a street magician makes at night, you know? I love
So
that. Okay.
yeah, but what was it again? Oh, for example, but here's the thing. I take a lot of pride in my videos where like I send the raw clips to my editors
Right.
and they send me back a 30-35 minute one clip and I trim it down, bro. I cut a lot of stuff and make it into a 10-12 minute video.
Okay. Why,
But
you find that works better or what?
huh?
Do you find that works better? Like the shorter content as opposed to it being longer?
Yeah, because it makes it more interesting.
Okay.
Because there's some pieces of knowledge that people aren't interested in. So I mainly try focusing on the interesting parts and I try to find a flow of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Heavy Hitter 89 wants to know if you could show that book one more time so he can get the title of it. There you go. Screenplay by Sid Field. The Foundation of Screenwriting. I love that, man. I love that. Patrick Davis has a question. What advice would you give for starting a YouTube channel?
That instead of asking me that question, you should already posted your first video on YouTube.
Yeah. How
Get your
many videos
phone.
do you have? Yeah.
Here's the thing. Here's the first video and everybody should make. Get your phone and make a video of what you want your channel to be. Like for example, hey, my name is Reyes. In this channel, you're gonna learn about this and that and this and that. And hope you like and subscribe.
Right.
Just a quick, simple video, with your phone, just to get the ball rolling.
Right. Just to get out there too, as well, get in front of people and break that fear of, people's judgments. So what's been your favorite ride along so far?
I like a few. I really like the you know what, man? I like them all. But my favorite are the videos that perform well, like the
Right.
lighting video and the car detailing video.
Right. I wonder why. Okay.
Same.
Why did those do better, you think?
So here's my little thing. Have you watched them by any chance or not really?
Yeah, no, I watched the Lime Scooter one and I watched the car detailing. The car detailing one was super cool because he's dealing with high-end clients and people don't understand there's a difference between the way you have to treat those high-end clients and stuff and how he was giving the advice of taking the pictures of the car and everything else. It's great advice, dude, and it was awesome.
So that's the second car detailing video.
Okay,
The first car detailing video did way better.
Okay.
But it did way better because I believe there was controversy in it.
Okay.
Because first of all, he's a new car detailer. He's only been doing it for 3 months.
Right.
So everybody wants to know what headaches, as a beginner. And then he wasn't washing the cars the best way because he didn't have that experience.
Okay.
But the people, the experienced ones in the comments were calling him out. And I feel like they watched the whole video
Mhm.
to see how else he messed up,
Right.
And then the Lime one, it just had a lot more story to it. He was talking about, I don't know, bro. He was talking about, it was just more interesting.
I got you. I think I think I watched that first one because I think Tim was in it. Tim went down there with you to help shoot it. Yeah. Shouts out to Timo again. I love that dude. And then I did a podcast with Timo too, and I talked to him about how he was able to link up with you and how he messaged you multiple times, offering value. I know you probably get a ton of DMs, probably get a ton of people trying to get your attention. What is a way that someone could get into your life like the way that Tim kind of did?
All right, man. We're about to break hearts right now, Justin.
Break them, bro. We can't hold back. It's the real world, baby.
I could tell right away when someone wants something from me. They hit me up saying, Reyes, let's work on a video. They only want to work on a video because I have a big platform.
Right.
Because when I was smaller, nobody wanted to fuck with me,
Right.
Now that I'm bigger, all of a sudden. But it's yeah, man, I could tell right away when someone wants something from me, and I kind of let them know, hey, I'm not interested at the moment. Right. But Timo, he hit me up saying, Reyes, let me follow you for a week, whatever you need. You don't gotta pay me. I get those every now and then. But then I test them, and I let them know. Now, I could say, yeah, but I let them know, nah, man, I don't need nothing right now, but just keep in touch.
Right.
And that was it. I kind of see how they react. Then a couple weeks later, I needed a truck to go get a vending machine, and Tim will hit me up. And he goes, "Hey, bro, if you still need a truck, I'm down." And I'm like, "Come through." And he was just a cool ass guy.
Right.
And that was it. Right there and there, I could tell he has a good heart.
Man,
And
that's
that's one of
awesome.
the biggest things for me. I like socializing with people that have a good heart. That they're not out there just to try getting ahead with whatever you got to offer.
Right.
And Tim was one of those great people that I saw the kindness in his heart. And sure enough, we had a great friendship.
I completely agree with that. He's just a great guy, man. He's good to talk to. He's there for you when you need him. I mean, because who else would help you? You know, he didn't even know you, and he was like, "I'll drop everything right now, and I'm coming help."
I like people like that. You know,
Absolutely.
those are people you could count on.
Hard to find. Absolutely.
Oh, definitely hard. That's why, like me, bro. Like I kid you not, I got 3 or 4 YouTuber friends, and that's it. You know,
Absolutely.
and I don't even mess with anybody really, because I see their intentions, and I keep it cool with people. But there's like I draw a line in the sand where, hey, you know, like we're cool, but you're not gonna get to my personal level because I just don't trust people. That's my thing. I don't trust people.
I completely agree with that. Yeah, but it's just cool that he was able to, provide that value, and he reached out multiple times. Just Tim's a great guy.
And you know, I know he has a good heart.
Yeah.
The car detailing video. I was gonna go to LA, right?
Right.
Commented something that he wanted to go to a YouTube space. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
So I told him, bro, let's go do the car detailing in the morning. In the afternoon, let's go to YouTube space.
Right.
We drove 2.5 hours to my spot, and then we drove 4 hours to LA.
Right.
We got hotel room, everything. I was doing the car detailing video, and I'm there from start to finish. Until they cancel, I don't leave. Well, the car detailing guy, he got an unexpected order of 12 cars. We didn't finish till like 7:30.
Right. So y'all didn't even get to go.
Space. You know, and he wasn't. He completely understood, and I felt horrible because that was the main reason he went.
Right.
But I'm glad he was able to at least get some content out of it. But for a lot of people, they would have been pissed. You know.
Absolutely.
They would put themselves first before somebody else. And what I like about Tim is he didn't get upset. He's all, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. And that's why I love that guy.
Yeah. The car detailing video that you're talking about, was it you in the thumbnail where you're washing down the car?
Yes.
Dude, that might be something right there. You might want to get in your thumbnails more often when you're that might have been why I performed a little bit better. People recognize you in the thumbnail.
It is, man. It is. But sometimes it's just hard for me to be in the thumbnail. Like,
right.
I just did contractor one.
Right.
Where he's building something.
What you should do, you could have dressed up like a construction worker or something, dude. That would have been hilarious.
I already, you know, I gotta order. I feel you.
Hey, I'm just saying, we might want to switch it up. Like, even with the one with the ice cream shop, what if you would have done the thumbnail with you like handing the ice cream over the counter? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
dude, Reyes, I'm telling you, put yourself in the thumbnail as the owner, kind of.
Okay, so let me shoot you this idea.
Okay.
I have an Instacart video I'm editing on.
Right.
You know what Instacart is?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like shipped, like they shop for you. Right.
People pay you to go grocery shopping for them.
Right.
So the thumbnail is where I'm gonna have a whole bunch of bags, holding a whole bunch of bags, and then have bags around my neck and my teeth, making it sound like one trip,
Right. And what was it? Was it Uber Eats? The one where you're holding all the food?
Yeah.
How did that thumbnail do in comparison to a couple other ones? Great. There we go. We found it. I think we cracked the code.
Is that, I'll be honest, man, titles and thumbnails, they're my biggest weakness. Like, either I have a good idea or I just post whatever I can. Right. And for the contractor, I just couldn't think of a good thumbnail idea. Right. But I see you. I'm gonna go get a little vest and a little hard hat.
Yeah. I love it, dude. I love it.
Justin, I got you.
Hey, bro, because if we look at all your videos, what's performing best? The ones with you in them, dude. Oh, man, we killed it. Because then it would even be funny. Like when you were in the ice cream shop, imagine if you would have had one of them little ice cream hats on and like you're smiling, holding an ice cream like across the counter.
Yeah.
Bro, that was a good one too. I love that one. I mean, I would have never known that dude's a hustler. Even the mobile food guy, this one that was selling, I don't know, it was food, right? He was selling snacks and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so what is the worst part about those ride-alongs? What do people not get to see, that like the things that go wrong, or that make a bad ride-along? Is there any ones that you didn't get to even post? Anything like that?
Nah, I mainly post them all. So when someone hits me up, I do a little research. I check out their social media. I check out their work to make sure they're legit.
Right.
And if they are, I go for it. Here's the thing. I always find a way to spin it around.
Okay.
Like, for example, the contractor. It's
It didn't seem like he was giving you a lot of good information, because I watched it today. It didn't seem like he was giving you a lot of insight on the business. He was kind of giving you some generalities,
So here's the thing. That's on me. He did.
Oh,
He
he
gave
did.
me. He told me what you need for a license. He told me this and that, but it wasn't interesting. And that's where my job comes in, where I pick and choose what goes in, and it has to be interesting.
Right.
Like, for example, I'm a shorten it. I'm gonna give you the quick version of what he said. You need 4 years experience in any trade. You go take a test like the DMV. 110 questions. You pass with a 75. You're certified.
Wow.
And don't get me wrong. That's valuable knowledge to someone who wants to be a contractor.
Right.
But to someone who doesn't want to be a contractor, that might be the point where they click off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I'll tell you one more suggestion. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your videos whatsoever, but a lot of people like watching me do work. That's why I do a lot of the time-lapse content. So like even on the construction portion of that video, if you would have set up like a GoPro and a tripod, even 2 of them, you could have time-lapsed that entire job and cut to it. That way, not only did you get the whole contractor interview deal, you also got the whole job that they did from start to finish too.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
That would have been cool.
The only reason I don't do that is because it takes a lot of storage, and a lot of maintenance.
Right.
Like, I feel you though. I feel you, and I
Just an idea. Just an idea.
I agree with you 100% because I noticed that with the contractor where I didn't have extra clips to use because I didn't record the job, like the entire job.
Right.
Pretty much snippets of it.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's one thing I'm trying to, bro. If you saw my notebook where I write down my ideas, and the very top is get more B-roll.
Get more B-roll, dude, because I love it. I love documentary style content. I love figuring out like how these other businesses operate. Like even if you went in and recorded the ice cream, I don't know if he makes the ice cream, but recorded him time lapse him making the ice cream, or like it just adds another layer into the whole dynamic of the story.
Yeah.
I love it, dude. I love the content, dude. I just
Hey, I'm only gonna get better, man.
Come on. Hey, dude, you're killing it. Look at you, bro. You got all these views and stuff, bro.
Man, yeah.
Absolutely. So when did you realize after that first video went viral that you were gonna go full time on YouTube?
What first video?
Oh, the first vending video that went viral.
I knew I was gonna go into full time when my first shirt video went semi-viral.
Is that when you quit? Like, is that when you said, I'm not doing any other work, I'm focusing on YouTube?
So when that video went viral, it made like $500 in the first month. But it takes like a whole month for it to go into the bank account. Right. But 500 wasn't enough because I was still supporting the family, a new baby. So next month it jumped to 1,500, but that still wasn't enough. And then the next month, 2,500, and that was when I was like, I'm gonna quit my job.
All it took was 1 month, and you're like, all right, that's it, we're done.
Yeah, and it was one of those risks. I've taken a lot of risks in my life, and that was one of them. Because hey, after 2,500, my channel could have went down.
Right.
I would have went and got another job and continued YouTube regardless.
Man, that's something that people, I don't think that they understand that, and that's powerful. No matter if you lost everything tomorrow, you would just do the same thing again.
Hey, but
And
like I said, I'm like this because I've already had experiences
right.
of this. You know what I mean? There's a whole backstory that a lot of people don't know. Just because I like keeping my personal life personal to a certain extent, you know. But yo, bro, when you're growing up with the struggle, you have two choices. You could either let that hold you back, or you could use it as motivation to keep moving forward.
Man, Reyes. Whoo, you dropping some bombs on him today, bro. That's all I got to say. What advice would you give for somebody who wants to go full time on YouTube? Any advice? I mean, just take the jump. What would you say?
Don't quit your day job.
What about you, bro? You're not. That's like you quit your day job every time, though, right?
Dang, I could swim. I know some people to quit their job and then they're drowning in bills and problems, you know?
Right.
I could handle. I know if I quit a job, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to keep moving forward. But I'm
Right.
not giving that advice because then people are gonna blame me. Reyes, you're the reason I lost everything.
I love that. But I could swim. Dude, that was great.
I could. I don't know if they can, so I don't give that advice. But yeah,
Right.
quit your day job, but get started today. That's the
Okay.
most important part.
Right. Did you get any backlash when you started doing the series on the ride-alongs?
At first,
Okay.
because
How did you handle the backlash?
here's the thing I messed up also.
Mhm.
I was doing so many different types of content, eBay, shirts, vending machines, that I divided my audience. And there was each group wanted a different type of content.
Right.
If I uploaded vending machines, the shirt and eBay will be like, we don't want to watch this. You know what I mean? And vice
Right.
versa. With the
Right.
ride-alongs, I got backlash from everybody. But the people that enjoyed the ride-alongs, they stuck because they knew that I was gonna keep making ride-along videos. So now my main audience isn't the shirt vending or eBay people. It's the people who enjoy learning about different businesses, which is what I always wanted my audience to be.
Right. Because I know that I struggle with that on my channel as well. I want to do everything. I do all kind of stuff as it is. You know, I do like pressure washing, landscaping, flipping cars. I do all kind of crazy stuff. So I've been trying to incorporate some vlogs that have like a little bit of each one of those elements in it while still making my individual videos. But dividing your audience, man, that's a big thing on YouTube. And taking the backlash is another thing I don't think people really understand either.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a lot of hate coming up when you were blowing up?
Uh, when I decided to switch up from shirt content, I got a lot of hate,
Really?
a
How'd
lot.
that
But
make you feel?
compared to a smaller YouTuber,
Mhm.
you know, like looking back, it wasn't a lot. There was just a few people who just really liked the shirt content.
Right. So
Mhm.
how'd that make you feel in that moment? And did you ever like second guess yourself? Am I making the right decision?
Oh, bro, I've had people tell me I'm doing the worst thing with my life since I came to America. You know,
That's funny, bro.
my first biggest hater was my own sister. When I told her, "Hey, I'm gonna go be homeless at Pismo," you know, I mean, what sibling wants to hear that
Right.
from their younger brother or sister? You know,
Right.
you gotta do that. You're good right here. Here's the thing: my sister, she always wanted better for me, but me, I like trying so many different ideas. And she would say, "Don't do it. You're stupid. Where's that gonna go?" But I told her, "I'm gonna do whatever I want, and it's up to you if you want to support me or not. But it's not gonna change my decision."
Damn,
Bro,
man. So is
I'm used to the hate.
right. Right. So the way you look at it is, I mean, you know, you've already had to deal with hate from your sister. What's some random person on the internet gonna say to you?
Well, they're not paying my bills.
Right.
Moves, you know what I mean?
Dude, that's why I mess with you, Ray. It's just because you got that good mentality, bro. That's a good way to look at things, you know?
I learned that a long time ago, man. Positivity is really something that helps a lot.
So now you probably still get hate on the channel. I mean, your channel's so big, you can't help but to
Every now one, two people out of hundreds of comments. Because here's the thing, I let it be known, hey, you're either gonna like this content or you're not gonna watch. That's
right,
it. And here's another thing. I mean, it's kind of I'm saying the opposite, but don't focus on the hate.
right.
Because people who leave hate comment, you know what they want, Justin?
They want you to react, huh?
They want to waste your time. They want to get under your skin. And if you give them that, they're gonna keep doing it. But if you just don't address it,
Right.
what are they gonna do? You know?
Nothing. Thank you for your view. Thank you for watching the ads.
That.
Wait, what?
Just go to the next comment.
Right. Awesome. Third Coast Hustle says, let's see the notebook. LOL. He wants to see the notebook with all the ideas in it. That's pretty funny. You have a notebook literally with all your ideas in it?
No, not all my ideas, but like for example, there's the board right there. I don't know if you can see that.
Come
Those are
on.
my series. Let me see. Let me point it. You know, there's some series I'm trying, some new series that I got in mind.
I love it.
But yeah, man, I write it. Here's the thing, man. I can't remember things, so I always have to write them down somewhere.
No, absolutely. Let's see, bro. I still got we're about an hour in. Are you still good on time? You still good to go for a little bit?
Right.
Come on, bro. We going all night. Let's go. You the man, Reyes. You know, it's like on YouTube, you watch people on YouTube and you don't know if they're necessarily who they are putting on camera. It's like, but you're the same guy, man. You know, you're just like a cool dude. I don't know, dude. It's probably all the struggles you went through makes you as cool as you are, you know?
Thank you, man. Thank you. But yeah, man, I try being myself, my best self.
Right.
Like for example, if I'm having a bad day, I don't record that day, man.
You don't record that day just because you're not feeling good that day?
Feeling it, you know. When I'm in camera, I want to show a certain. You know, I just don't like showing everything about me because there's some stuff I like keeping personal. Like if I'm having a bad day, hey, that's on me, you know.
Right. Absolutely. Okay, so let's get into the next one. So as far as finding people for the series, do you just whoever reaches out is kind of who gets it? And like you said, you have that little bit of an interview process with them?
Yeah, you know, I check them out. I try cutting costs by focusing on entrepreneurs in my area.
Okay.
But what I noticed was that they're not down to share knowledge. And that's okay. But the people that hit me up, they know what to expect.
Right.
They know I'm gonna be asking them. So that's why I had to go back, and that's why I'm driving again to different places.
Absolutely. CJ James wants to know, Reyes, you gonna take acting classes?
Not acting classes, but I want to take an improv class.
Dude, I love improv. That's my favorite thing, dude. I love it.
That make me a better entertainer.
Right. Because you're able to take things on the fly and just like flip them, you know. And yeah, because I was in theater in high school and like we used to do improv all the time, you know.
Awesome, man.
Right. Dakota Hall says, "What's up? I owe you a video, man."
Yeah, we had one scheduled earlier this month.
Really?
We were gonna go check out his honor boxes, but hey, it didn't work out. Then
Is that a ride along? You're gonna do a ride along for the honor box business?
Well, with him, with Dakota Hall,
right?
We're gonna do. Right.
That's super cool, dude. Okay, if anybody has any questions who's watching right now, leave them in the chat and we'll try to get to them as we're coming through here. So if you could give any advice to your younger self, I guess when you first started on YouTube and whenever you're first coming up, what would that look like?
Stick to one thing, homie. You know, when I was young, oh, and here's another thing. Don't expect things to happen so quickly. That was a real big humbling lesson for me. Because when I was in my early 20s, I told myself and I told everybody, when I hit 25, I'm going to be a millionaire. When I hit 25, I was broke, living in my car, you know? So the opposite.
Right.
But once I started seeing a little bit of success, I started realizing it's just about time.
Right.
The only factor I have no control over. Because I could work 20 hours a day, but that doesn't mean I'm going to achieve my goal tomorrow.
Right.
Just little steps consistently.
So patience.
Oh, bro, the patience.
As far as sticking to one thing, what do you mean as far as that?
When I was younger, I wanted to work. I wanted to become a manager. Then I wanted to be a server. Then so many different things. I wanted to have my own clothing brand. I was trying to grow my t-shirt custom business, you know, and I was still trying to find different ways of making money on top of all that.
Right.
And I see a lot of people doing that. You know, I'm not trying to bash on anybody. And hey, everybody's different. But I notice what works best for me is if I focus on one thing and don't try starting something else, until I finish that one thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you lost your account tomorrow, if you lost your whole YouTube account, what would you do? What would be the next thing? Would you just start a new one and just
Well, no, but here's the thing. It's gonna stop. I mean, it's gonna take time to build up the audience, regardless.
right,
I would hit my homie Ulysses, tell him, "Hey, bro, you hiring for the fields right now?" And like, hopefully he is, just to make that income.
right? You'd go
'Cause,
back to the fields, man?
hey, bro, I gotta do what I gotta do. If it's a job that I could start tomorrow, I'm gonna do that.
Is that why you like gardening so much?
I like gardening because you're taking something and you're watching it grow into something else.
Right.
That's what
I
I
love
like.
that.
Here's the thing. Here's my personality. I love starting something, and if I feel I could learn and get better, I like sticking to it. So, for
Right.
example, YouTube, I feel like I'm only getting better with my content. So that's why I put so much work into it. But eventually, once I feel like I can't grow anymore, then that's when I jump into something else.
Okay.
Like the
Absolutely.
t-shirt business. I was doing it from a room. I was making $5,000 in sales.
Mhm.
And the only way to keep growing that business was to get more machines. But to get more machines, I needed to rent a warehouse or location because my room was already cramped. And I'm like, I can't grow anymore from here.
Right.
So let me try YouTube.
What about the speaking engagements? Have you done any more speaking engagements? And
I haven't, but I'm down, man. So here's the thing. That's one of the things I really want to try doing.
yeah,
But I know that's gonna take time because I have so much on my plate right now.
absolutely.
Do it right now. He Press Nation, which is one of my affiliates.
Mhm.
We've talked about putting a free shirt class out there because they
Okay.
have shirt equipment. Plus, I'm gonna be the one teaching you how to make shirts right there and there. We just haven't had the right time. Plus, we're gonna wait till people get income tax.
Nice. I like that. And plus, you could even. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
So they got money, and then they have that impulse buy.
Right. And then you could also put together a course with Heat Press Nation. Have them you co-sign on it and you just push it through your channel.
But it has to be free 99.
True. It ain't $3.99.
One thing about branding is that you have your message. You have to stick with that message.
Right.
Me, my message is free 99 knowledge for life.
Right. I love that, man.
Charge for a course or an ebook. I don't even charge it for me giving people advice. I might charge for other things, but not.
I love that, man. I love that. And how did you have so many good slogans and sayings, even like your designs are really cool and just the whole brand that you've built around yourself is awesome. How did you learn about that? Like the But Reyes or the gas money?
So it's books about branding, but also everybody needs their own little gimmick, something
Right.
that makes them different. And me, what makes me different is that I always gave out free knowledge. And then the free 99, I heard a drunk guy say it one time, and he just stuck with me. But yeah, man, and
So
that's it. It's just something that makes me a little bit different than the
yeah, the
rest.
Hodge do you watch the Hodge twins? Have you ever seen the Hodge twins?
Yeah.
Dude, they did a great job of branding and of, creating all the sayings around them and everything else.
What was one like Gainesville or something like that?
Yeah. Or what was that? They used to go, "Yeah, back in the gym,
Yeah.
back in the gym with TMW." Wait, what?
I don't watch them anymore.
Oh man, okay. So that was one thing I talked to. I did an interview with this guy named Black Bigot, and he's a homeless guy who survives off of his YouTube ad revenue. And so we talked on that podcast about them. They've done such a good job of continuing to recreate themselves so that way they stay relevant to certain crowds. Like they have a conservative channel now that they do. What do you think about that, Reyes?
Whatever works for them. I know they got hit hard, but that apocalypse a couple years ago,
Right.
they kind of switched their focus to stand-up comedy.
Mm.
I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. They started doing shows. They get shows all over the place now.
Yeah, hopefully, I want to catch them one day.
Right.
But
I think they must have demonetized their whole channel or something. That must have been why they were starting so many channels. They got like 4 or 5 channels.
Yeah,
All of them over 100,000 subscribers. So that says a lot about their core audience, you know?
they even switched one of the workout channels to like a food eating channel.
A food review channel, yeah.
So that's the thing I learned about studying other big YouTubers, that their content is constantly evolving and
Right,
changing to fit YouTube. Like right now, the most popular YouTubers you could think of, they all do the same type of content,
right,
but it's because it's what's popular nowadays. Kind of like, remember when pranks were popular,
right.
and then I don't know what else was.
Even like didn't we talk about what's his name? Philly. Is it Phil Solo? Right,
Yeah,
Philip Solo?
oh,
Right.
guy,
That's your guy. You talked to Philip Solo?
yeah, bro,
That's cool, man.
man.
That's cool. Yeah, but he started the whole trend about reviewing the worst reviewed.
Bro, they did him dirty, man, because now everybody's doing that, and he's the one who started that.
Right. How funny is that, man?
Here's the thing. You know where he messed up?
Where?
He didn't stick with that series consistently. He
Right.
messed it up, which is great. But here's one thing I noticed, that once you get known for one thing,
Mhm.
you have to stick with one thing. Because if you change it, you're gonna confuse and lose subscribers. So
Right.
that's why, like when my vending machine video went viral, and I was up here, if I would have stuck with the vending machine content, bro, it would have been good. But I knew I didn't want to do that.
Right.
I switched up my content. But now the ride along series, even if I want to do other type of content, I wouldn't do it. Like for example, I made a quick video about how to start and grow your YouTube channel.
It didn't do well, huh? Say it one more time, Reyes.
Yeah, you know that video of how to start and grow your YouTube channel?
Right.
I shouldn't have done that video
Right.
because people were expecting a ride along video. And that's why I feel it didn't perform.
And you know what? It might have been cool is maybe like a day in the life of a big YouTuber, or like maybe like a ride along with a YouTuber, but not really ride along. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you went and like documented what they do in a full day. I don't know, just an idea, but like I know exactly what you're saying. You were trying to give advice to people on growing the channel. I've done that too, posted videos on here, but the thing is my audience isn't looking to start a YouTube channel, so it's not congruent, you know.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I got a series in mind, bro, that I'm taking it to the next level, and this is gonna be my year, man.
Really? Are you gonna share any? Are you gonna share any secrets with us?
Yeah, I share my ideas so other people could steal them, but it's all right. It's all right. Well, not really my ideas, because here's the thing, man. There's not one person that started an idea, because pretty much they're all out there. But it's just you put your own twist into it.
Right.
Me right now, I'm doing the 30-day eBay challenge, where I'm trying to make $1,000 profit on eBay in 1 month. Right now, I'm on week 2, but that's gonna be like a 4-part series.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna take some time, but of course, I'm gonna throw in more content in there. Look, I even got clothing right here right now that I gotta take pictures of.
Come on.
And post on eBay.
Is that going to be similar to the ride along series, kind of like where you're telling the story along the way? It's going to be completely different.
About the story, it's more about the struggle.
Okay.
Of me trying to start it.
I love that.
And then another series that I'm gonna try after this one is I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but it's pretty much a 7-day challenge,
right?
But a more extreme version. For example, we talked about this, right?
We did.
Where I'm gonna go to a new state and I'm gonna sleep in my car for 7 days, and I'm only gonna survive off a driving app like DoorDash or Grubhub, and that's all the money I'm gonna use.
Right.
I'm gonna go over there with zero, and then hopefully I start making money to where I'm able to survive.
Are you gonna bring anybody with you, or are you just gonna vlog the whole thing by yourself?
Bringing a camera person and set them up in a hotel. Mm-hmm. That way they're not sleeping in the car with me. Right. But we'll see how it goes.
Dude, I'm super excited for you. That sounds awesome. That's what's cool when that big YouTube, well, I guess, the big YouTube money comes in and you can start dabbling a little bit more and you start switching things up, trying new series out.
Oh, yeah, man. One thing I love, I'm not trying to show off or nothing, but
that's all good. Show off, baby.
I love, man, that I've never experienced in my life is I haven't had to worry about a bill in a year and a half. Like, I've had unexpected things happen, just like anybody else, you know. But I'm so grateful to say I got the money. I don't even sweat it.
Right.
Like paid, like right now, my PG&E, bro, is about $1,200 because I mean the summer, the winter, you know, the bills go up.
Right.
I'm very grateful to say, just pay it.
Right. Wait,
You know,
what's PG&E?
electricity bill,
Oh, okay. Your electricity bill is how much you said, Reyes?
100, bro.
Okay.
I got a house, you know, with hella
Right.
rooms and hella, you know, leave the TV out all night type of kids.
Right. I remember my parents getting on me about that, and I was like, "Dude, what's the big deal?" You know?
Oh, well, now that you're an adult, it's like, hey, you better turn that off.
I know. I pay this light bill every time I leave, man. Every single light in here is out. I'm unplugging stuff out the walls. It's crazy. Right. I'm gonna give a few shout outs to people watching. If anybody has any questions, you can go ahead and leave them in the chat, and we'll get to them. Reyes, sell elote. It'll make good content. What is that?
Corn on the cob. You know that
Corn.
guy in the bike? Hey, bro, here's the thing. They got to hit me up. Or
Right.
maybe I could try it.
Right. Dude, you know who you should hit up? I guess you already have a carpet cleaning guy, huh?
Yeah, that's one of the videos that I just did.
Oh, I can't say nothing. I'm sorry, bro. Did I drop one too soon?
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. They
What's
don't know
on your Instagram? It's on your Instagram, right?
what.
I think it was on. You previewed it on your Instagram.
Well, yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Hit that like. A lot of people were saying some really nice things in here. Let's see. Fabian says, I'd just like to take a second to say thank you to Reyes for being an inspiration. How cool is that, man? So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the chat, and we'll get to those. I kind of want to talk about brand deals, man. Are you cool about talking about brand deals? Have you had any brand deals, or have you had anybody come to you for brand deals?
I had Angry Birds too hit me up.
Come on.
Yeah, but I'm nothing special, bro. They sent that to so many YouTubers because it was one of those generic things.
Oh, really?
And one thing I didn't like was that we kind of had to submit a video about it was about using anger for good. So we need to come up with an idea and then we need to send it to them for approval. And if they picked you, then you got paid and you put it on your video.
That's whack, man. You have to make a whole video. Yeah. So what'd you do with them? What'd you tell them?
I told them, yeah. Well, here's the thing: they hit me for a certain amount. You know, I can't say how much, but you know, in the thousands. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thousands.
And then I'm like, let me see how much I could get off them. So I told them, you know, I can only do it for this much. So what's up? And they're like, no, our budget's only this much. So I'm sorry, but we would really like you to consider. And I'm
Right.
like, you know, the first company hit me up. Let's give it a shot. So I
Right.
told them, all right, I'm in. What do I got to do? And that's when they hit me with, all right, you got to make a 30-second video of how to use good for bad. Send it to us, and then we'll let you know if you're approved. And I'm like, nah. Like, first of all, I love having control of my content.
Right.
So I will have to get approval from them of the whole video to make sure it fits their brand or whatever. And I just hate people telling me what to do. That's why I've had so many jobs.
Right.
And pretty much, I just never responded back.
Man. Anybody else reach out to try to give you give a brand deal?
That was it, man. That's the only one so far.
Man, I wonder.
So
I talked to Jaime, and Jaime got a he signed with a, I don't know, it's called
VPN,
what? VPN.
something like that.
Yeah, something like that, something like VPN or whatever. And they're supposed to find him brand deals. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, man. Like signing up your channel with like a whole network.
I've had people hit me up like that. There's one called BBTV,
Right.
and nowadays, okay, this is just my personal opinion. Nowadays, you don't need somebody to hit you up for brand deals. You don't need a company to help you because you could do everything yourself.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I'm sure it could help, but for how much you're giving up, is it worth it?
Right.
You know, and I don't know what they're giving up. I don't know the contract, but me, I have to have full control over what I'm doing, man.
Right.
But that's just me.
I agree. I mean, he told me that they were going to take a, and I'm not trying to put Jaime's business out there, but it was on the podcast, so I assume he lets everybody know. But they're taking a percentage of his AdSense as well, and I was like, man, that's kind of rough, because you never know what could happen.
Here's the thing: whether they find you brand deals or not, they're still gonna get their cut.
Right. Right. So, but you have found a good way to get it some good affiliate revenue, right? With Heat Press Nation.
I only got 2, which is Amazon and Heat Press Nation.
Right.
There is a great amount. They're a decent amount of my income.
Right, and that's good to diversify your income, because if 1 month YouTube ad revenue is down, at least you can lean on that, and vice versa. So no other brands besides that, though.
Nah, I had Rumble.
Rumble. Can we talk about Rumble?
Yeah,
Let's talk about Rumble, because I remember you were pushing Rumble hard, man.
I was, bro. I was pushing them hard.
I was like, man, Rumble must be dishing out that cash. Me and Tim were talking. I called Tim up. I said, dude, Reyes must have signed some kind of deal or something, man. Every time I see him, he's talking about Rumble.
Oh, bro, I saw it as a great opportunity.
Right.
But here's the thing: the more I saw of it, the more I noticed it was nothing special.
Right.
I'm not trying to talk bad about it, but yeah. Oh, hey, look, the kids got here already.
Go on, we got the family there.
Oh, hi, my best buddy. Okay, I'm almost done, okay?
Yeah, we'll wrap this up soon.
No, Damien will take him off. Go. Close the door.
Come on, y'all like the video for the kids hopping in here. Come on, for this free 99 knowledge.
It's one of those things where it's difficult balancing business and family, man.
Right.
But we find ways around it.
Absolutely. Rumble.
So what about it?
It didn't work out. It ended up working out for you.
Here's the thing that happened, bro. All right. So a homie of mine pretty much put me on the spot in a good way with Rumble. They're like, yo, you guys got to sign Reyes, get him on board. He has a great audience, this and that. And then they hit me up and we were talking. And I'm like, hey, I checked them out. I checked them out for a day, see how it is. Here's the thing. I've never used TikTok before. Have you used TikTok?
Yeah, a couple. I've watched TikToks a couple times.
You have an account?
Yeah, I have an account.
Do you upload?
No, I did it a couple times, but I didn't really.
So I never even knew of TikTok.
Okay.
So that's it. Saw the opportunity. I signed a contract, and they were paying me a very low amount. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, let me get this as experience,
Well, when we talked on the phone, you said that you like to provide the value up front, and then you show them what you're worth, and then you want them to pay you on the back end, right?
The thing that's really worked out for me is where I always show value first, so they know who they're messing with, and if it's gonna work out.
Right.
I don't like to hype myself up too much. But anyways, we were talking and everything, and then they hit me up saying, Reyes, we're like after a month, we're gonna give you a raise.
Right.
Oh, they were gonna double what they were giving me, so they were giving me something like, and not giving me this much, So I'm like, all right, cool. Right. But here's the thing. The homie that got me that deal, they were having some issues and it wasn't working out. So he left. But here's the thing, Justin. Can you hear me? Did it freeze?
Hold on. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Sorry about that, bro. I might be buffering out.
All of them, baby, please. The Wi-Fi. How about now?
Oh, come on. What's going on? Is my Wi-Fi down? Can you hear me, Reyes?
Hi, bro. Is I got the whole family on the Wi-Fi and
on the Wi-Fi. I mean, we can go ahead and wrap it if you want to, bro.
So the whole point is that it didn't work out with Rumble, bro.
Right. It just went sideways.
Well, me and the homie, we were partners. We were working on projects together.
Right.
So since he left, everything was gonna be on me, and I'm like, you guys didn't pay me enough to worry about all that. Right. And secondly, he was my homie. You know, if he goes, I go pretty much.
Right.
And I sent him a
Bro.
message. I sent him a text message, letting them know, hey, you know, the only reason I came on board was because I was gonna work with this guy. Now that he's not working with you guys, I see no point. Thank you for the opportunity, and I wish you guys the best.
Right.
And then they sent me an email saying, Reyes, there was a misunderstanding. Can we talk to you? And I'm like, oh, they're gonna try getting me back, you know? And they already know. I'm sure they already know I'm asked for more money. And if
Right.
they say no, then that's what it is. I never hit them up.
Dang. Well, I mean, they did your boy wrong. So I mean, at the end of the day, can they really be trusted? You know, they might have done something to you. You know.
You know, and you still on Rumble or now?
Nah, I got off a Rumble. It's got too many bugs in it. And then Tim was actually trying to reach out to them and give them some good advice because me and him were going back and forth on ideas to make the app better. And they did not take Tim seriously. I don't know if it was because he didn't have like as big of a following on other platforms, but he literally grew like he had like over 1,000 followers and all this stuff in like a week or something. You know, he was growing like crazy, but they weren't listening to him. So I was like, you know what, dude, I'm out of here too.
Yeah,
Because you
man.
got to listen to the big creators on the platform, or it's like, what are you doing?
You know, they're still trying to figure it out.
So I wish him the best of luck, but I mean, I'm out too. I'm not gonna even mess with it anymore. Because Tim was even trying to get us to become some sponsored or whatever, and we could help push it or help them out or whatever. But anyway, I wanted to ask you about Netflix. That was the last thing because you're trying to get a TV series still, right?
That's my big goal, man.
How are we pursuing that goal? Like, what steps are we taking? Because I wouldn't even know where to start if I was trying to get on TV.
So, like we said earlier, I try to show value first. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm trying to do a whole bunch of different series to see what gets the audience, the views, the interactions. And then once I get that great series that gets a lot of views, I'm just gonna go try pitching it, man.
Right.
And that's it. But here's the thing: like me, I'm the type of person that me pitching a show, I don't even know where to start.
Right.
That's not my problem right now. My problem is coming up with a great series. Like me, I like to focus and fit what I have in front of me.
Right.
Than to worry about things that might not even happen right now.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So that's the plan going forward. We're just gonna try to find the series first. You don't think the ride along series could be that, or?
I feel like there's something out there better.
Okay.
I feel like there's something out there better.
Right. Well, look, I know you got the family. Is it cool if I'm gonna do like just 2 or 3 questions off the chat, and I'll let you go. All right, let's go. Let's roll them real quick. Vending biz. How about a video on how much you can make panhandling and then donating to a homeless person?
That's a very interesting idea.
Dude, that is good. I like that. Let's see. Emmanuel says, how about Reyes being a freelance security? I guess like I don't even know what that is. Maybe a security
like an independent security guard.
Like a bouncer or something. I'm not sure. Bro. Is Reyes still making custom shirts?
Had to put that. No, man.
No. What about a freelance personal trainer?
Shoot, I need a personal trainer.
Okay, wait. Okay, we're almost done. Third Coast says pizza's here. I think you heard the doorbell earlier. Yeah. How many hours does Reyes work a week?
Bro, like I kid you not, I woke up like at 7 today, started editing my next ride along. After that, I went to the thrift store to go get more items.
Right.
Doing this interview, and after this interview, that's pretty much it. Like at 6 or 7. So
you get the whole family.
Hours.
Right.
But here's the thing. For me, it's not work.
Because you enjoy it, right?
I love it, man. I love it.
All right. I love it too, man. Fuzzy Bros, he donated a $1.99. Shouts out to him for the super chat. Use your following, build an email list, and market. That's what I'm talking about. Just like 2 more. Reyes, what about the sandals?
I moved up to shoes, bro.
Come on, you used to wear sandals, Reyes?
All the time. My Chanclas 2000.
Right.
I have to let them go, because it's cold outside now.
Right. This will be the last one right here. Reyes, how do you cope with success?
I felt like I haven't been success. I haven't hit it yet.
Like you're still going for it, huh?
I feel like I'm still at the bottom, believe it or not.
Right.
This is the best way I could explain it. You know, it's kind of like I was a small creator, like in middle school, and then I started growing in high school, and now I'm in my first year of college, where I'm trying to take it to the next level, and I don't, I'm a little lost, but I'm gonna figure it out. But I feel like I still got a long way to go.
Right.
You know, I got the college, the university, and then get the job.
Right. And I feel like a lot of like even me looking at like some of the bigger YouTubers, especially when I first started off, you figure that they have everything figured out. It's like, dude, y'all got the audience, you got everything figured out, but that's not the case, huh, Reyes?
You know what? I mean, I don't know about the bigger YouTubers,
I mean,
but for
dude, you're big. You're 300K. That's a big YouTuber.
not millions,
Right.
from my experience, it's a constant struggle coming up with content. That's the biggest issue for as a creator. But that's it, man. That's it.
Awesome.
Biggest issue.
There you go. Okay. Well, look, Reyes, dude, I appreciate you so much for coming on here, man. I felt like it's a great podcast.
Sure, for sure.
Absolutely, man. Anything you want to say? Any last words for the audience?
That I always say, the usual follow your dreams, take action. But on this one, we're gonna switch it up, Justin.
Come on, give him something, Reyes. Come on.
Oh, bro, you gotta let's see.
No pressure.
You gotta quit your job today. You gotta go figure out if you're gonna swim. And if you see, don't get comfortable. That's one thing I want to tell people. Don't get comfortable, because there's a quote out there that the only thing stopping you from being the best is something good. You have that good job, the good benefits. And hey, if you love what you do, good for you. But if you want more, you might have to burn a couple bridges, just to make sure you don't go back. I don't know. There's a story out there of a general or an army person who went on an island, and all his troops went on an island because they were going to fight a war, right?
Right.
They got there. He burned all the boats. So there's no retreat. So the only option was to win.
Or die, right?
Well, yeah.
Right. You have to win or you die. Right. I love that.
But yeah, man, don't get comfortable, guys. Go, if you really, really want to follow your dreams, a job is just income until you make enough from your passion to quit. And another thing, a lot of people, I tell people, how much you need to make from your hustle to quit your job, and they're like, oh, maybe two or three times the amount I make right now. Nah, man, you quit your job when you make enough to pay for your bills. Because one big motivation is being hungry,
right?
Knowing that your bills are due in a couple of weeks, so you're gonna hustle to make that happen.
And that's why you didn't take that manager role at McDonald's.
That's right, bro. You imagine that, Justin?
Imagine you being a manager at McDonald's, bro.
I was a manager in one of the McDonald's I worked at.
But I'm just saying, still to this day, because you got the,
Yeah, man. But hey, my life could have been different too, man. Like, it just, life made me this way, and I'm very grateful. But that's why I tell people that I could swim.
You could swim.
You gotta figure out if you're gonna swim or if you're gonna sink.
Right.
That's it, Justin. That's enough for knowledge already, bro.
You killed it. Big shout out to Eco California Auto Detailing. He gave $2 for a super chat. Wait, what?
You know who that is?
Yeah, that's who you did a ride along with, right?
Yeah.
When's that one coming out?
Hopefully in like 2 weeks.
Come on. When's the next video coming out? And then we'll wrap.
I'm trying Monday.
Okay.
I'm trying Friday. If I can get them Friday, I get them Friday. But if not, Monday.
Bro, I'm gonna get you on here more often, and I'm just gonna let you go, bro, because you're so motivating. You got me all hyped up, man. I'm about to come on here and start, I don't know, making some more videos or something, bro.
And then one last thing I want to say is I'm wearing a hat because I haven't got a haircut in a cool minute, bro.
You still looking clean, bro.
Nah, not even, man.
Dude, I love when you put your brother, I think it's your brother, right, as your stunt double.
Yeah.
That's the funniest shit. I love how you like weave in the comedy in there too. It's awesome, man.
I got to, bro. I got to. That's another thing to make my videos a little bit different,
Right. Did you make that hat? I know it says Reyes on it.
So City Lokes sent it to
City.
me.
Oh, look how cool that is, bro. I wonder how much that would cost for them to do custom hats like that.
I'm sure it's a cool amount, but I mean, it's a custom hat, you know?
It's a custom hat, baby. Right. You're gonna have to drop a link to that, bro. I'd cop one.
Nah, well, you know, I'm kind of staying away from merch and stuff
Right.
and trying to make more exclusive things.
Dude, but you got some of the good, dude. I'm gonna have to cop some of your merch, bro. I love the gas one. The gas one's super cool. Even your logo's dope as hell, dude. I love it.
Thank you, man.
Do you do all your designs? Dude, I know you gotta go. Do you do all your graphic design?
I didn't even come up with my own logo, the RE.
Come on. Who came
So,
up? You paid somebody to do it?
no, so one time I got a message from a guy. He says, "Hey, Reyes, I'm a graphic designer. I made you a logo. Here you go." And I'm like, "How much do I owe you?" He goes, "Nothing." I'm like, "All right," and I gave him a shout out on the video.
There was that RE logo.
Mm-hmm.
Has he done anything else for you?
Maybe like one or two more things.
Okay, but it's just super cool. He came with value, and you gave him a shout out, dude. That's awesome.
And,
All right, bro. We'll wrap it up here, dude. I appreciate you so much. My name is Justin, forever self-employed. And until next time, hustle hard and get that money, baby.
yeah.
Peace. Later, bro.